Hello. I'm TK. I'm the Flex DPS for Ogash. Overwatch. Good.
Okay. Hey guys, I'm Giovanni, the ISO for OCC, as well as a lead on a production studio.
Hello, everybody. Fred Lentz, Captain Team Ragnarok Premiere. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing all the what's it called stream work today for the podcast, so it's gonna be a little bit scuffed. It was kind of last minute, but nonetheless, we'll do with what we got. So go and start getting into things.
First things first. We have Geo here because Steve and Nickel could not make it tonight. So he will be filling in for us and will be helping us out a little bit. And hopefully Steve and Nickel will be back next week.
Yeah, so it's just gonna be me, Geo, and TK tonight, and but we will of course be bringing other people for interviews and stuff throughout the stream. Stay tuned for that. Obviously, as you can see on the screen, we are gonna be starting off with OCT 2. Kind of consider this official match win loss reveal, I guess, from all of these. So it's a pretty important podcast, in my opinion. This first playoff match kind of affected a lot throughout all divisions, and we'll see if there's any upsets that happen throughout this. So, jumping right into things, as you guys can see, we look here at the one match that was played in OCC 2, which was Team Heatwave versus Vineyard. Team Heatwave won with a 3-0 sweep.
And can we clarify something? I was actually looking at this earlier. Is Team Heatwave used to be Reload Academy, or this is new to me? That's what I. Yeah. So yeah, it's a new name change. Let's see that now. Perfect. So yeah, Heatwave got the better of Fenrir, and unfortunately Nichols not here, so he can't talk about that.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. So I definitely know there is people waiting to be interviewed from Team Heatwave. If I can.
Yeah, I see them right now.
Where's my Discord at? I think I pulled it down solo. I can't even grab it anymore.
Did you want me to pull?
Yeah, pulling all the Team Heatwave players in right now. We'll go ahead and start interviewing those players.
I'll do that right now.
Hello.
Hello.
I am Hidden Dagger, and
Hello?
I am the off tank.
Or Team Heatwave?
2, 3. There you go.
Hey, sorry.
Alright, so we should have all three players, some Team Heatwave inside this now. I guess we'll have each one of you talk about it. So, during this match, what is actually... Was it a close match, steamroll? What kind of happened in the match versus Vineyard?
Do you guys want me to talk about
Visit, go ahead.
Yeah, you got it.
So, yeah, it wasn't, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't want to also be a dick at the same time. It wasn't a close match. We played 4 maps, won all of them with a very convincing victory. So, yeah, and I can already read the question that's coming about the whole ringer situation that did come up. If anybody brought that up to you guys.
Yeah, there was a ringer situation. All right.
Yeah. So I was ringing for as flex support, but what ended up coming up is that there was some concern, smurfing, which is it's a fair accusation, but there was a mix up with me. I used to be the coach. These guys used to be junior reload. They used to be a part of one of my things. They split to do their own thing and forgot to include me in the shift. So I've been working with them for a while, both as a coach and as a substitute, and that was never transferred.
Right.
So I've been playing with them, so it's not like I'm a one-time ringer or anything. I have been working with them.
Yes.
Yeah, that's completely fine too.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because it totally looks super suspicious, especially since the last team that the team that we play against Fenrir, I believe they got kind of screwed over by another team before that had brought in a ringer as well.
Oh.
So I do feel kind of bad, as it does seem kind of suspicious, but it's...
Yes, our normal flex support, Finley, he couldn't make it, so we were forced to bring in an emergency, and Visit was our go-to because he had been subbing for a while, and we've trusted him. So yes.
So, sorry, what do we have a reason for the split? Was it just not
Oh no,
a
it
disconnect
wasn't.
between?
No, it was nothing. It was nothing bad. Just things needed to move on, and they were, um, for such a small team, I don't believe they needed the amount of resources I was providing for them. So, in order to help
Mhm.
not overwhelm them, I disconnected them from my organization and kept them connected as a team. Let them set up
Yes.
their own stuff. I'm not
Right.
managing them. I'm just working as ad interim coach and as a substitute, so that they can manage themselves at a team level instead of trying to worry about like expanding as a part of an
Right.
organization.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot for a gold plat team.
So something
Mhm.
that we kind of missed when y'all all introduce yourself. We saw Dagger, of course. Can the y'all introduce yourselves?
Yeah, sure. Dagger, you go first.
I am the off tank for Team Heatwave. I am 2550 SR, and yeah.
All right.
And then
You want to go
Sleepy.
next?
Yeah, Sleepy, go ahead.
Okay. I am Sleepy Bear. I am the hit scan / flex DPS for Team Heatwave, and I am around 2500 SR.
And I guess it leaves me again. My name is Visid OW, and I am the head coach currently, head coach and sub support for Team Heatwave, and about 2600 SR.
All right. Yep. Cool.
All right.
So after this match, of course, y'all did get the win against Fenrir, and y'all's next match is against Thunder Gems, one of it, if not the best team, tied with, I'd say, Elementals for top team in OCC two. How are you guys preparing for that?
I'll go.
Okay, yeah.
We're kind of preparing by we're first of all mentally preparing us for both the worst and the best to not get cocky if we say we get a dominating first match win, or not to get tilted if they dominate us in a first match win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on top of helping assist with mental state, we're also trying to implement a bit of roster changes. The game tonight, the team went from just kind of running comfortable compositions to running. It was a very meta slave night. The team we ran just straight, since Sigma's not allowed yet. We went back to like last patch meta, so we did Orisa Hog, May Reaper, Lucio Moira. So we stayed with that comfortable composition and just focused on the actual game basics: communication, coordination, rotations, making sure that we were nailing those basics, so that transferring over to a new composition, the only difference is in playstyle, not in actually learning to be good at the game. So
Right.
we're
Yeah.
just trying to develop actual game knowledge and understanding why we're playing the meta, so that we're not just meta slaving, that we're actually understanding why we're playing what we're playing.
Yes, he did talk about that during the scrim.
Mm-hmm.
Which is always a thing that I personally get upset at whenever people, oh, you're meta slaving, scrim a team and they don't play meta, they get upset because they lose to a meta comp. They call
Well,
you out for playing meta.
yeah, if you want to win,
Yes.
play the meta forehead.
It's what it is.
Exactly.
But I
Exactly.
feel it's not a meta slave. You're not a meta slave if you
Yeah, you don't have.
understand why
Yeah,
you're
you
playing
don't.
it. If you understand why it's better, then
No, I
sucks
agree
to suck.
completely.
So, are you
That's it
guys
for me.
doing
yeah.
anything specifically
It's good
to
to
prepare
good to
for
have you.
these?
Is there anything else? Any other questions we'd like to have for Team Heatwave for Geo?
I was muted in Discord question mark. So what are you guys doing specifically to prepare for, like each individual team? Are you guys doing anything like kind of scouting work or anything like that, or is it just kind of an in general preparation?
Can I take this one?
Yes,
Yeah,
go ahead.
go ahead.
Yeah. So sometimes before we play against a team, I watch their previous matches to see if there's anything obvious that we need to like notice before the match so we can prepare for it.
Mm-hmm. So are you guys looking ahead in your matches, such as, you're going against I can't read their name right now. Thunder Gems. That's who it is. They're going against Thunder Gems in this next match. Are you guys specifically preparing for them, or are you guys focusing more on? Do you guys think that you're gonna be able to beat this enough where you're focusing generally on like the elementals slash banshees match, which is of course the bigger match of the series?
I
Wait, can I take this one, Dagger?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, we're definitely preparing for Thunder Gems. We obviously know that they're a really strong team, and it will take everything we have to beat them.
Yeah, can I butt in for a second?
Yeah.
Our first match of the OCC, we were dominated by Thunder Gems in a 4-0 victory for them. So we're trying to bounce back here and kind of bring it back to them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because we know what they're capable of, and the issue with them is that they are a really solid team, but because they're the best team in their league, we're not concerned about our last match. If we Thunder Gems, we have a good chance of winning winning finals.
Yes.
So you guys are thinking in your own like that Thunder Gems are your biggest threat here, rather than elementals and banshees.
Exactly.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
All right.
obviously start preparing for them if
Yeah,
we win the match, but the obstacle we have ahead of us is so big, we can't just ignore it. We need to be focusing on that and focused on what's coming. We've only
Right.
got
yeah.
like 5 days to prepare for it.
Well, that's
Right.
all the questions I had. Do you guys have any questions, GOTK?
Just have one. So now that you said that, what are your plans, or what have you done from that last match you guys lost in first, until now? Like, have you improved? And how have you improved for that specific team? Or what can you go in knowing, like what you can do better, or what you can like adapt to, or however they beat you in a 4 victory? That's a pretty heavy loss.
Can I take this one?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, the last time we played against Thunder Gems, we were pretty uncoordinated since I was still meshing with the team. I'm pretty sure a couple other people were at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So now that our synergy's improved, we probably have a much better shot of having a chance of beating them.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing is after our first, it seems that whenever we lose to like if we lose a dominating to another team dominating us, I've noticed that it's actually the first map that is our best when especially on control, the first part of the map. I've seen many times where it was 99-99 and they win and then it just kind of brings us down.
That's like on a different day, the coin flips a different way. Y'all win that round, and then have momentum going in a different way. So you never know. Like this next match could be a lot better than it was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we're definitely more prepared, as well as some roster changes and a couple
Yeah,
swap.
definitely.
That's good.
So we're convinced that we'll at least stand a fighting chance. It's not going to be even if it is a 4-0 for them, it's not going to be a dominant. They're going to have to fight for every last point of it.
Yes.
All right, sounds
All
good.
right, so that should be it for this. You guys are free to leave now.
All right.
you for
Thank you for
coming.
having
Thank
us.
you for having us.
Yeah. Thank
Thank
you
you
for
so
coming
much for
in.
having us.
No
Okay.
problem.
Bye.
All right, you guys are great. Bye.
Goodbye.
All right.
All
So, looking at the matches that are upcoming for this coming up week, in OCC two at least, we have the Elementals versus the Krakens, correct? Or Banshees, sorry. Elementals versus the Banshees.
Yes,
They
versus the
all have the
Krakens.
they all have the same player. But
Yeah, they're all legend mythical creatures.
that's should be a very good match to watch. Do we have any predictions for that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Fred.
Definitely. We talked about this last podcast, of course. We talked about all the predictions. But Gio is new here, so we'll have some fresh new predictions. But I think the Banshees are gonna beat the Elementals. I think there's some overall better players than Elementals, but there's some lackluster players on Elementals that are kind of holding them back. That in my opinion, will kind of stop them from being able to beat the Banshees, because Banshees are all around an average, like on average, the other players are just a better team, in my opinion.
That's fair.
Yeah. Gio, you got anything for that one?
Yeah, that's a good reason. Well, knowing both of them. I've known the Elementals a bit more since I coached them. And they definitely have each of their strengths and weaknesses, but they have gone through some changes recently that I think made them a little weaker as a team. So due to that, I feel like it's gonna probably be the Banshees who win, because I've also seen the Banshees' capabilities, and although, sorry, hold on. Although the Banshees have had some like a few changes of their own, I think they've just grown accustomed to it, and as a team, as a core, I think they're just better overall over the Elementals at this point. But I don't think it's gonna be a complete swamp. I think it's gonna be close. So I wouldn't be surprised either way of who wins or who loses here.
Definitely. Yeah, I don't see it being a one-sided match at all. But I agree with Gio there that I think definitely Elementals are kind of the weaker team going into this fight. Now, I assume that you're gonna agree with us, or TK, or you disagree?
Yeah, from what I've seen of Banshees, I think they're a very strong team, and I think that the Elementals, as we said, like 2-3 weeks ago, I think they were our top match, but I'm pretty sure we said we had them going all the way. But I think looking at it now, with the changes and how the Banshees have been playing recently, I think Banshees take that match.
Definitely. All right, so Thunder Gems versus Reload, or Thunder Gems versus Heatwave. My bad. I before thought this was going to be one-sided, but I did not know about that 4-0. That's pretty big. You know, that's a game changer right there. So I'm still voting for Heatwave in this matchup. How about you guys?
It's so hard because Thunder Gems is just such a dominant team in this division, at least. I was unaware of the roster change and the team change with Heatwave or Reload to Heatwave and what's been going on. I know that they've had to forfeit a lot of matches recently, and I haven't seen them play enough. But obviously, they got the 3-0 versus Fenrir, so I'm honestly not positive. This match I think could go either way.
For sure.
Right. I'm probably in the same boat. I don't know too much about both teams, but from what they've said, they sound like they've got a better handle than last time. So I don't think it'll be a 4 like. But that to be forward in the first match, that's pretty insane. So I might be leaning towards Thunder Gems, but I'm 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 not sure it'll be the same 4-0 like that was last time, because obviously they've improved and the loss is a bit different, and synergy goes a long way because this game overall is a team game. So if they've improved on that, I don't see it being like a repeat exactly of last time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's going to be a 4-0 either way. I think it'll be a relatively close match. I guess it would be 3-0 if it were to be anything, but I think it would be a relatively close match.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. It really doesn't, to me, like, I don't see any team here and I'm like, okay, this team's definitely gonna win. This team's definitely gonna lose. It's kind of evened out here. And it's gonna be very surprising because, just like you guys, you know, I'm a higher division player, and I know a lot of the other higher division players don't pay attention too much to the lower divisions. And I'm kind of in that boat where I'm not really seeing. I wasn't tracking Thunder Gems at all. I know nothing about this team. To me, like last week's podcast, I probably voted towards the past or the prior Reload Academy, yeah. And now that I've got this new kind of information, still very iffy, and I'm sure you guys are too, that you guys probably don't know much about Thunder Gems. But I do know they've won a good amount of games in this, as well as now I know that they 4-0'd the supposed top team in this division previously. So lots of new intel there that I just got that it completely kind of changed my opinion about things.
Like I said, I think this can go either way. Looking forward, I think either team that wins this Thunder Gems versus Reload match beats either Elementals or Banshees. I think the winner of this match wins it all, or wins this division at least.
I don't think it's gonna be that one-sided. Banshees is a very well-organized team. They played them previously, I believe, and the issue, though, I think what they lost Thunder Gems, they did not have a main tank player, and it was still a close match, I'm pretty sure. They have a main tank player now. They have more synergy. They've been practicing almost every single night.
Right, that's what a little thing I brought up too. Like they weren't like a complete roster fully, but now they've kind of got a handle, although not perfectly. They're definitely well equipped to take on almost anyone.
And those are higher SR players on that team, and I think Banshees has a chance if they beat Elementals, which of course we voted for. All right, I think we're gonna be moving up to OCC 1 at this point. Lots to talk about OCC 2. Huge matches going down there.
So we have three players to bring in, two from Johnny's Dream Team and then one from Oh Gosh. So we'll bring in the Johnny's Dream Team players first.
Let's bring in the Oh Gosh players first, because they're the only one that quote unquote played, even though I'm pretty sure it's a forfeit.
Okay.
All right.
So where is
Shampauza? Oh Gosh.
He's not inside his chat.
Do I need it? Yeah, he's in general. Now
Now he's inside his chat. We also have the now Leviathans players bring in. And
they're in their chat. Okay, I'm looking in general. I don't have access to all those channels, so we can bring in Shampauza.
Yeah, I'm trying to work on it. There's you can't drag them down for some reason with Discord if there's a notification, and I have notification down there. So I had to get rid of those, and that's very annoying.
Interesting. Who do you want me to pull down?
Shampauza from Oh Gosh.
Okay, I'll do that right now.
I'll remove all these notifications so I can do that in the future.
Here he is.
Hi.
Hello.
Should I introduce myself?
Yes, you should.
Hello, everyone. My name is Shampauza. I am the captain and main tank for Oh Gosh in OCC 2. I sit around 2800 SR, and I like Reinhardt.
I like Reinhardt. Such a bot. So yeah, this is my team captain, Shampauza. So moving forward into the into our match against Blink Strike, if you want to detail what we're doing to prepare and how we are looking forward to not only that match, but if we can win that match towards the final match.
Yeah, absolutely. So the week before playoffs, before we face Elevate, we kind of gave our team a little bit of a breather. We've been working super hard over this first season back in tournament play for us. So we sat down on a really hardcore Minecraft server and just grinded the fuck out. And then the start of last week, we started scouting for Elevate, did a lot of research. Overall, our team synergy has just grown and grown each game we do. I couldn't be more proud of these guys. Put in so much effort. So this week, against Blink Strike, we are going to start scouting in the next couple of days. Working on VODs and scrims and, all the basic stuff.
Mm-hmm. I see. Yeah, Oh Gosh has definitely shown themselves throughout this season. I'm very surprised with them too. Like they're very underdog-y, I guess would be the word. I don't know how to turn that into an adjective.
Yeah, when we first started scouting OCC for just general tournament play, we were kind of predicted to be the bottom of the pack for OCC 2, but we've turned up in big ways. Our Our roster is relatively new. We've gone through a couple of rotations in the last couple of months, but these new guys are just, they're ready to prove their worth and just kick butt.
Alright, so I'm working on getting a Discord overlay for you guys in the stream for you guys to be able to see, so I'm not going to be able to talk currently too much while I do this.
So, Sham, I think it'd be better to ask as from a captain standpoint, who are you looking for the we had this question last week, standout players in this match, Blink Strike or Oh Gosh.
From what I've seen from Blink Strike, I'm actually a huge fan of their tank lineup. Lucy and Demi Asian are both just really good. Their synergy on any fucking playthrough, and Mega Man as well. I forgot to mention. They stand out. I think it's going to be tough to break their line. As far as Oh Gosh goes, man, our support line has been crazy. Iode, Wavy, Fruits, and Ashrock as well, one of our Lucio specialists. They're nuts as well. Confused, Bogey, and Cobra are our tank lineup as well. They've been working their butts off to get our synergy down. And then, of course, I can't discount Lanix, TK, and Soul. So there's no specific team member on our team that I'm pretty biased about it. There's no specific member on our team that I think is the carry. I think all of us put in our absolute best to push each other to the point where we can succeed. It's just a matter of who can take that and then just run with that advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Something I've noticed in each of the matches that we've played is if specifically looking at the DPS lineup, one player shows, like, not just one player, but you have that player has a day is what I can say, and it was true for like 3 weeks ago. We had Soul, our hit scan DPS, absolutely fragged out. He played the Symmetra.
Soul's a monster.
Yeah, he played the Symmetra. He played a Bomb McCree, swapping over to Reaper at times, fragging on Reaper. There were just times where he absolutely carried the team. And then moving forward into the next week, Lanix, our other projectile DPS, carried on Widow at times, just absolutely fragging, getting the picks that he needed, and helping the team win in general. And then this past week,
before TK embarrasses himself in 15 people on stream, he popped off. No, TK, I'll let you have your limelight. I'm sorry.
I guess. Just like playing the Junkrat, playing the Mei when needed. Getting those big freezes, getting the big AOE damage, Riptire, all of that. It's just like any of the DPS at one point can just absolutely frag. And I feel like our DPS lineup is very strong. And then, as Sham was saying, our support lineup is Wavy just has those calls that are just like brilliant. Yeah. And it's going to be a very good match against Blink Strike. Like we said before, we need to do scouting, but really looking forward to it. Mm-hmm. So moving on into the DreamWorks versus Leviathans match. Thank you, Sham, for your time.
Yeah, anytime.
I believe we're going to bring in Licky and Obadias.
Thanks for having me.
All right, thank you.
Oedipus. No, Oedipus. How do you pronounce that?
Oedipus or Oedipus?
Oedipus?
Oedipus? Who are you looking at?
I'm looking at OCC General.
Like the Oedipus complex?
The Oedipus complex?
I guess. Sure.
Alright, guys. Thanks for having me.
Alright, thanks for coming.
If they went to Room Dream and Giant Dream Team?
Yes. Wait, okay. No, wait. DreamWorks players, not Johnny's Dream Team.
Yeah, those are DreamWorks Giant Dream Team.
Yeah, no.
So we're gonna bring in 5 people from DreamWorks.
Wow.
Okay, dude. You're gonna have to help me with this one, Gio.
Ooh, okay. Here, I got this. So you want me to move all of them, right?
Yeah.
Shrek.
Yeah, Shrek. Great.
Wait a minute. This
Oh,
one doesn't
hey.
show. Oh, perfect timing.
All right.
Hey. Yeah.
Whew, it's a big
What's up?
party here.
Bad timing. I'll mute.
Why don't we start with like a quick introduction of you guys?
Yes.
Sure. Okay. Adele, you go first.
Alright. I'm
Yeah,
Adele, not Adel, before anyone asks.
Hello? Discord just broke. 1 second. Yeah. It's not on you guys. It's on me. 1 second. Sorry. DreamWorks broke their stream, dude. They all came in and then I just glitched out. GG DreamWorks. Always breaking the stream. Alright, well, in the meantime, actually, we never went over the matches. I'll go ahead and just say those while we were waiting for me to fix this. So, Oh Gosh versus 11-8, they had to forfeit. 11-8 had to forfeit that matchup, sadly. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. I'm going to put the stream on. Be right back real quick for those who question this, so I can do stuff behind the scenes, you know. But just to keep on talking while this is happening. The 11-8 had to forfeit that match. I'm not entirely sure why. Or they played, I don't know. But I know for a fact Leviathans had versus Fatality. This was a match that we're later bringing in players from the Leviathans to talk about. But that was the original matchup. And boom.
We faced them,
We're
and
back.
I definitely was not surprised that they won there. Props to Fatality, but they were I don't think they were in the same league as Leviathans. Leviathans. Just a super strong team, and it'll be interesting to see how they fare against DreamWorks in this upcoming match.
I'm excited to see that.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. Stream's fixed, guys, so we're back.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Oh, good.
Everybody came in here. I think my server broke because I'm running like 17 different tabs and 14 different programs right now for the stream.
Wow.
DreamWorks makes the stream not work.
Would you like to
Wow.
explain our name?
So, obviously, you guys, like I said before, you guys have been the top team in the division for the entirety of stage 2. How have you guys not dropped a map? Like you guys haven't even dropped a single map. How have you guys done this so far? How have you guys managed to
We winged it.
keep this?
All
right, Doc, you go.
Okay, so our mindset for tournaments that we play against other teams, well, yeah, it's a tournament, we try hard. I mean, we just try hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also have to do.
That's some great advice.
We also
Just click
we also
heads.
practice like insanely hard. I think like a
We
little
had
too hard.
scrims every single day for like 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And it shows, for sure.
It really does
Also,
show.
I
think
And
the
then
main reason
we
we
do-
won so
we
many
do,
matches is
yeah.
because like we do a chant of like fighting. That's like
Oh,
a
yeah.
major key
We
factor
tried
of us
to.
winning.
Is that Gladiators?
What?
Gladiators always does the chant too. They do a fighting
Yeah.
chant.
Gladiators aren't as good as us. Let's be honest.
Oh, okay.
It's not
Adele. Woo.
So looking
The
at
confidence.
looking at this Leviathans versus you guys match, what are you guys doing to prepare for that match? And have y'all done like scouting, watched the previous match?
Probably
I
the
mean,
normal.
we played
So-
them before, and
Yeah,
I
we
think
know what their playstyle pretty much is, and
we
we kind of
basically
taken like a week off or so because we've just been so tired of practicing and all.
Yeah. They don't exactly know some of our players' playstyles. We kind of off-roll them maybe. So we're kind of really set for that. We don't prepare per each team. We just wing it. We practice a lot,
Pretty much.
and we just wing it per that.
It's understandable. I've anytime a previous team I've ever been on has kind of been like that, where you prepare for your own strat and not to work around another person's strat.
Yeah.
You know, because if you get your strat down well enough, then at that
You can
point
dominate with it.
you can dominate.
We also
don't
got
have
really
a
good at
strat.
adapting recently. Like one time we scrimmed like our pretty high SR team, and they told us like how comms like are supposed to work and all, and how we can like adapt to different other comps and all. That really helped us a lot.
Yeah.
And we don't necessarily have a coach, but I've
Oh yeah.
brought in a lot of my higher SR friends to just tell us when we're bad.
But
Yeah.
mean, you're not wrong.
Which honestly is pretty often, but
while we're on the
Oh,
topic
lucky.
of SR, what's the average SR rank of this team? Because as a lot of times we've said on stream on podcasts that like this team obviously doesn't belong on this division. So like, is it an SR thing? Is it just teamwork?
So at the start, whenever we first registered for this tournament, our team average SR as a whole was like 2.8, but we all kind of like grinded comp. So I think we're like 3.1k now, or like something like that.
Yeah.
all right. Can
As
I
an
say
average.
something? Can you take it with a big grain
Yeah.
of salt?
Sure.
I don't
So-
have any on me.
Not really grain of salt then.
What if we don't belong in our SR? Because like.
What do you mean?
Okay.
So think about it. If we're to be 20-0, I don't know.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop right there because I already know where you're going with this.
Okay.
Okay, I'm a hard stuck low GM player, but whenever I'm on a team, I can play at a 4.3, 4.4k level because whenever I'm on a team and in a team environment, I play a lot better, and a lot of players are just like that.
Yeah.
My mechanics are really bad to the point where I just can't climb to top 500. And as an individual, I mainly strive off of having competent teammates to communicate with, because that's my main thing is I communicate, and if I can communicate well to my team, we win. But sometimes in comp, it doesn't work like that. So
yeah.
Actually, the funny thing about that, we used to the reason why we started this team is to be like a 6-stack on the comp ladder because we didn't want to deal with like all the other bad teammates on comp.
Yeah.
That was a thing we did.
And
So-
we usually like get off topic kind of, but then Donkey will yell at us. But like
I think
he
Donkey
like
needs to-
screams commands during a scrim and it actually works.
It does.
He's like, if this guy doesn't die, you're all terrible at the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty intense.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a nice method of training.
Can someone drag Donkey back in?
Oh, did he get disconnected or something?
Yeah.
why did
I don't know. He's bad.
why do you do that? Tell him
I
not
have a
to.
ping issue right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, I'll move him.
So I know you guys said that you guys are not usually looking to prepare for like the future teams. Y'all kind of just wing it. Is there anything y'all are looking forward to, like, if you win this match against Leviathans and move into the finals, and then say you win the finals, is there anything you're looking forward to being in the division, the championship division?
Personally, I like to learn against my opponents. That's how I got out of silver in season whatever. I have no idea. So there's that. That's what I'm excited for.
Right.
We always wanted to. Okay, so before we joined this tournament, we were in a separate sort of like they would stream our Twitch match or stream our scrim matches and like have like a $30 bounty for it. That's how we're connected to Johnny's dream team, because we're actually pretty good friends now as like teams, because
The dream.
we would scrim a lot against each other in that streaming service. So we both joined the tournament like around the same time, and we sort of expected to be put in the same division so that we could like go against each other, so it'd be more fun. So if Johnny's dream team doesn't advance, I guess, then that would be fun to go against them.
All right. Well, thank you guys for your time. Is there anything else anybody else wants to say? But I believe we could start right.
Good luck to our opponents. I hope you have a fun time.
Oh, I will.
Oh,
Hey,
Oh,
But,
I actually really want to go against you guys in the finals.
best of luck, guys, in your future, and hopefully I'll see you in the finals.
Nice to you.
all right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
good luck.
All right.
Right.
So we'll start
Fun.
dragging, and these players, and I just realized a 5-head trick on Discord I didn't know about, that there's an option to move people to on like the thing. I didn't know that. I thought you should have just had to drag them down, and like
No.
this fixes so much. Whew.
Yeah.
Alright, dude. I've used
okay
this
for
code for 2 years and I never knew
So-
this. I'm so sad.
Okay, for Lance. We learn things every day. We learn new things every day.
Alright, so we're gonna be bringing in now Leviathans. We have Austria
Okay.
and Cobalt to bring in here. So go ahead and bring those in right now.
Roger Dodger. I'll move Austria.
Too late, easy.
Right.
Alright.
Mean.
So now we're joined by Cobalt Wolf and Austria, who are both from Leviathans. Cobalt Wolf being the team lead. So go ahead and introduce
You just
yourselves.
introduced them. You just introduced them.
Yeah. A little summary, dude.
A little summary of what.
Yeah, go ahead.
A little summary of the game from this week, or what we think about next week.
Oh, introduce yourself.
You just did, though.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Introduce yourself. What's your role in the team, SR, etc.
Hey, we're gonna ignore what Lance said.
Well, I'm Cobalt Wolf. I am one of the DPS players of Leviathan, so I'm also the team captain. Our SR is anywhere between low diamond to mid gold, so we have a pretty wide range. I'd say 2,800 probably is our average.
Austria.
Hi, I'm Austral. I'm a flex support player for the Leviathans, former team lead, but then handed the torch to Miss Coblat Floof over here.
Flat flu.
And yeah, I'm kind of a recent addition. I only came in pretty recently before the start of this stage.
Wait, who are you again? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I'm a peak 3,300 support main right now. So yeah.
All right. So,
oh, go ahead.
Obviously, you guys won Leviathans versus Fatality. I've heard it was a pretty not close match. What you guys' thoughts on that?
It was a 4-0 in a three maps to win thing because we forgot the rules.
Hey, they didn't stop us. It was complete accident.
Well, we probably should have like double checked that beforehand.
I
but
just remembered the finals from last time, and I thought it was first to 4. So
We almost went to 4 maps too because I forgot to check too.
Yeah,
it's alright. It happened.
No one said anything.
Well, so obviously y'all got that pretty dominant win over Fatality. What are y'all doing to prepare for DreamWorks here? Because as we heard before, DreamWorks isn't doing a lot to prepare for you guys.
Well, I agree with their strat of keep on practicing what we're good at and working with a little bit of some of the meta things and some of our cover picks. I'm very glad they are potentially underestimating us. So we've grown a lot since we played them last.
Yeah.
I think they're just underestimating everyone, to be honest. I mean, they have certainly the results to show for it.
And that's not to like disrespect them or anything. I do think that they are like a legitimately good team.
Yeah, we're definitely the underdogs here, but
yeah,
I think we have a shot. So
yeah, like yeah, we just gotta put a lot of effort towards practicing and stuff like that, and maybe winging it that will help. But yeah, anyway, go ahead.
Is that what you guys have been doing? Just practicing, or like day in day out, preparing for this match? Is that what you're planning to do?
I think if we overthink things too much, we kind of get into a mindset that's a little too stressed out. So we just work towards what we already know, with countering what the other team has and thinking about the map we're playing on and just doing our best, warming up ahead of time.
Yeah, because overthinking definitely has kind of put us into a bit of a pickle beforehand. I remember one match specifically, we tried to make an entire playbook for like each map and like what specific comps to run, but what ended up happening is just that like we were frantically trying to remember what to do, and it affected our comms and our playstyle and our general just kind of attitude towards it. And I definitely think that kind of hindered us a bit during that match. So we tend to like we still want to go into it like with a plan, but we don't want to like overthink it too much.
It's fair. So you think your mental game is stronger now than it was last time? And it's gonna probably be the key factor here. All right.
Yeah, just having fun. We win more when we have fun. So.
Yeah, pretty much.
That makes sense.
I mean, video games is for fun, is it not?
Sure.
No, it's for slavery and suffering.
That's true. Imagine having fun with video games.
Yeah, dude, I couldn't imagine.
You're playing
Okay,
the
so
video games.
Freelance TK, do you guys have anything to ask them?
No, sir.
Well, it sounds like they're being getting prepared for their next match. Is your team added in some vengeance, showing them who's what's up?
Can you repeat that question? You cut out, Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Okay. So how's your overall team's mindset during for this? Are they already prepared? Nervous?
I think we're getting very prepared. I don't think like any of us are treating it as like getting vengeance on them for last time type of thing. We're just kind of because there's no reason to. We're just going to treat this as just what it is. It's just a match against another really good team, and we're just going to treat it like that. Yeah.
Just win.
All right.
Yeah, just win forward.
Exactly. Great motto.
Rose and Donkey say in chat, Donkey says, we don't underestimate, and Rose says, we're going to be ready for this game. Is there anything else y'all want to say before y'all go to them specifically in chat?
It sounded like you were underestimating us, but I mean...
I mean, all I can say is just good luck, and I look forward to facing you guys.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
And we look forward to seeing it.
Thank you guys for coming on. Thank you for your time. And
of course.
Good luck in your next match.
Thank you.
All right, so I guess we can move on to Championship Division now.
Oh, whoa. Hold on here for a quick second.
What?
We didn't talk about predictions for these matches. There is no more teams interview, though, so we can move on to predictions. My prediction, DreamWorks wins over Leviathans. Sorry, Cobalt.
It just you said it so fast. You did no hesitation. You don't think they stand a chance?
I don't think they stand a chance here. Let me take this back a tiny bit. I don't think it's gonna be a hardcore 4-0 it's not gonna be an absolute stomp. I think it's gonna be one of these matches where you're kind of looking at this and you're like, okay, it's a 4-0, but it's probably gonna be one of these where the enemy team put up a very good fight to the point where an ultimate or two could have changed the entire game
So
I think it's going to
do
be one
you
of
think-
these.
Do you think that Leviathans does what no other team has done this stage and
No.
takes even a map off of DreamWorks?
Oh, just a single map? Oh, ooh, I think so. Yeah, because this is best. Is this still best of?
Best of three. Best
is-
of three.
This is still first of three.
Or
Okay.
no, it's best of five, first to three. Sorry.
Yeah, first of three. So, yeah, I don't think they're. Rich Top. I haven't seen much of Leviathans for a while. I used to coach them. I used for like a very tiny bit, but from like what I've seen, there's been some nice roster changes there. There's been some nice improvement. There's a lot more coordination. There's a chance definitely for a map takeaway, chance for a win, but once again, as Cobalt said, they're definitely the underdogs here.
Right. It's an interesting prediction. Actually, I mean, I could see why you made that prediction. I'm gonna kind of go on the other side and say that I think Leviathans might win, and it's not bias. The only reason I say that is because they tend to do things nobody else expects, and I'm gonna pull reference from last
Like
stage.
Hanzo? Nobody expects the Hanzo.
Oh my gosh. So, it's okay. So reference from last stage. They were the underdogs there too. They were pretty low on their division and then they proceeded to win the entire stage. So I mean, you can't count them out ever. I think they have that underdog factor, and when they're playing from an underdog like point of view, they tend to pull out some crazy feats.
That's where they thrive.
So, yeah. So I'm gonna root for them. I won't be shocked if they lose, but I feel like they have a good chance to win.
I'm not saying I'm not rooting for them. They're still a part of my little esports on their own Zonk esports, so I'm rooting for them. I'm just saying, unbiased opinion, DreamWorks wins.
Right.
But biased opinion, Leviathans wins.
Well, unbiased, I'd still give it to Leviathans, but
biased.
I think it'll be close. It's not biased. I mean close. I think it'll be a good match to see. But you know, it could go either way. Probably, maybe the odds may be in DreamWorks' favor, and but I hope it'll be a good match, and I think it will. What about you, TK?
So, as much as I hate to say it, I think DreamWorks is undefeated in map record and in complete record this stage for a reason. But I do think that it goes to 5 maps. I think that Zonk can take 2 maps off of DreamWorks.
Oh, you think it's gonna be 10s, huh?
I think it's going to go to map 5 tiebreaker, and DreamWorks is going to win it.
It sounds like it's gonna be quite the match to see then.
I really hope so.
All right, let's move
Well,
on.
we see the upset.
I'm not even gonna try and be unbiased for this game. I think OG's gonna win 3-0.
Oh, I think they do too. I really think they do too. I'm not against that. Oh gosh, once again, as your team captain, who I completely forgot the name of, Wash something like that.
Showers.
I don't know. Showers.
Can we just call him like Shaw? Can I call him Shaw?
Sham.
Sham. Call him Sham.
Yeah, we'll call him Shaw. So, as Shaw said, you guys really like surprised me, and you surprised him as well, just with how much. And he's proud of you, you know, for a reason, because you guys put in a lot of work. You guys put in just so much effort into your matches in OCC. It's probably more than any other team probably here. Just from what I've seen, there could be some team that's analyzing 24/7 about the, you know, I don't know. But from what I've seen and what I've heard, oh gosh, is probably the most hardworking team here, and it's been showing, for sure. I don't think... I think oh gosh stands a chance against Leviathans, for sure. And Leviathans just demolished Blink Strike. Or Fatality, not Blink Strike.
We almost, like, during the regular season, it came down to, I think it was 0.75% against Leviathans in map 5. So
wow.
Or no. To take it to map 5, we were down 2-1 and it was 0.75%, I think.
Lucky.
I don't remember. It was something like that. But
Yeah.
It was very, very close match, and as you said, Leviathans got the 3-0 against Blink Strike.
So, like, by power scaling, you think that your prediction is your guys are gonna win? That makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you think like maybe the play styles are just better suited to we're against like Blink Strike, or do you think it doesn't matter? You just Gosh is just gonna win straight up.
I think I don't think like if there's ever a time where there's like a player advantage just from like playstyle, I don't think there's ever a time that would ever happen to the point where you'd get a full on like 4-0 or 3-0 or whatever it might have been.
Right.
I think there would have been like, say you have a team like Leviathans versus DreamWorks. Again, like kind of imagine Leviathans doesn't have a chance here. Okay.
Okay.
Even though they definitely do. I'm not saying they don't. Imagine they don't though. But the Leviathans may have a point where they have Cobalt here, who is really good at Hanzo. DreamWorks may be really weak against Hanzo, but they'll be able to still take some maps away from Leviathans just because Hanzo may not be strong on certain maps, you know? So I don't think a player individual play style can completely change a map to a
favorable win.
A favorable, yeah. I don't think it can turn into absolute steamroll from just player advantage.
I think that's fair. Like my prediction is probably also gonna go to Gosh as well.
Oh gosh,
that's from what I've heard.
Prediction.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. I try to give another side. They just, from what I've heard and from what I've seen, and just comparing the two, it just good luck to Blink Strike, but it looks like it's gonna be a 3-0 prediction for Gosh.
Definitely. So we're gonna move on now to championship.
And
yes.
We have hold up. We have Jag here from what team is he from?
Hanamura.
Hanamura Hellhounds, yeah. We have Jag from Hanamura that has been waiting in chat for a while.
Alright.
So give me just a second. He's been DMing me on Discord, so.
Oh, he's anxious, huh? To get up in here. Alright. That didn't sound right, so just don't pay attention to the last part.
Right. So while we're waiting, we can go over the Krakens versus Solstice match and the Hellhounds versus Tilting match.
Okay.
So
the Krakens forfeited.
Never mind. Did they?
Yeah. If you didn't know, there's the information.
Oh yeah, I remember you said something about that recently. Do we have any idea why?
They've disbanded as a team.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
They're I don't know.
That would be fun.
It's rather unfortunate. Well, we're here to talk about it right now. Jag, do you want to talk about well, introduce yourself first.
Hello everyone, I'm Jag. I'm an off-tank for the Hanamura Hellhounds. I've been on the podcast once before. Delighted to be back. Thanks for having me.
Yes, welcome back, I guess.
So do you want to talk about that match, the Hellhounds versus Tilting match?
Sure. It was a 3-0. We did really well on lead jump. I think that we got a little carried away when it came to Hollywood and Anubis, but we were able to close it out pretty well. So there's a lot that we still have to work on, a lot we're going to go over in VOD review, what we can do better, what we did wrong. But we're overall pretty satisfied with the result.
I'd like to point out too that this match was streamed and is inside the VODs on Onomatopodcast Community Cup.
Go check it out.
Go check it out. Now I like to point a specific moment that stuck in my mind from that match. Temple of Anubis second point. You go in with 5 ultimates. You have a May ultimate and a Somber ultimate. And those are the 2 I remember. I think you had a Shatter and a Graviton too?
Yeah.
And you wasted all 5 ultimates. Well, was that a call of miscommunication? Or was that a call of, I think you guys could have closed up the map there without near as much struggle as you needed to if that was properly executed?
They just outplayed us. They had a sim turret that kind of melted us as soon as we walked in. I threw Grav and I was dead instantly because I had a McCree on one of the high pillars, used Teleporter, who just headshotting us. Dead Scorpion's a really great DPS player. They did really good in that match. And then I think from there we weren't sure if we were going to commit or if we were going to decommit, and then we took too long to commit after that, and then it just kind of fell apart from there. But I mean, we came back like 2 fights later, wiped. So
Yeah,
obviously
yeah,
it'll be a
so-
learning experience.
So you guys obviously won the entire match. Legion Tower, as you said, was not very close. You guys played very well there. Talk about your Hollywood match. What went wrong? What worked for you guys?
I wasn't in on Hollywood, so I can't say specifically, but we were really close to taking first point, and then they came back with a plethora of ults, and their Symmetra wall was able basically to keep them all alive, and we got pushed back. I think we took it in overtime or near overtime at that.
Yeah,
So I think
it was overtime for both people, actually. I remember that too.
yeah. So on our attack, we were able to get overtime, but after that, we kind of just steamrolled the rest of Hollywood. I think we only lost like one fight after that.
I believe you guys steamrolled second point. I think it was very similar to what happened with both teams. You guys both steamrolled second point, but then had issues on third point. I guess there's definitely a learning experience to take from there on second point with high ground control and stuff. That's something I'd be looking at as a team personally.
Yeah, I think maybe just like the right switches weren't made in time.
Mhm.
I think also we've had it staggered out a little bit, but you say it's a learning experience, and we were able to hold them more. So it worked out.
All right, so moving on. TK, did you have something to say with this?
Yeah. So you said, like you said before, you said the Lijiang map. I assume that was your map one. Wasn't close.
Yep.
And then moving forward into what were the two maps? Temple and Hollywood, right? Yeah, Temple and Hollywood. You said that it kind of got away from you guys. Was that due to like what you were saying before, like staggers and like miscommunication, or was it like confidence? Like what was the issue there?
We had a very general idea of exactly what they were going to run. Then they ran it on Lijiang, and we shut it down. So then it became basically a mirror match the rest of the match. And I think sometimes just like miscommunication or maybe just misposition, like being out of position. I think maybe a little bit too confident sometimes, but we were able to come together.
All right.
Moving on, like you said, Bird.
So moving on, you guys have probably the biggest match of the century here: Ungentlemen versus Hellhounds, coming up this next week. What are you guys doing to prepare? What's your thoughts on it, etc.?
Well, I'm not really going to share what we're preparing, but I mean, UGA is a team we've never played. We have nothing but respect for them. They really, really good, and we're going to definitely take them super seriously. I'm excited for the matchup. I think that we're going to surprise people with it.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you want to say about this upcoming match?
Any shout-outs, etc.?
No, not really. I think it's going to be a good match, and I think we're going to win.
All right. Confidence. I like it.
It was a pleasure having you on, Jag. Good luck in your future.
Thanks. One more thing.
Yeah.
Hi, Cedar
what's up?
Tree. That's
What'd you
it.
say?
Hi, Cedar Tree.
Oh, hi, Cedar Tree.
That's it. Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you.
So,
see ya.
Oh man.
So now we have Licky and Ode that are able to come in from.
Oedipus.
Oedipus.
Oedipus. You're not gonna call him Oedipus the entire time.
So Licky and Oedipus, right?
Oedipus
Yeah.
and
Okay.
Oedipus.
Licky and Oedipus. Okay. Wow, you moved the person I was gonna. Okay, never mind. Hey, what's up?
If y'all could introduce yourselves.
Oh wait, hold on.
I'm Oedipus from Johnny's Dream Team.
Sorry.
Oedipus.
Oedipus, yeah.
Listen, man, I'm dyslexic. I'm sorry.
No worries.
I just love your name.
Yeah, that's
Like-
a pretty good name.
And also that picture is just oh my. Okay, anyway, I'm sorry.
Can you hear me?
MLP man, I'm an MLP fan. I'm sorry.
None of that on this stream, please.
All right. Anyway, yeah. Let's get to the thing.
Licky, are you there?
Hello? Hello?
There we go. Hello.
Is it on?
It is.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm back.
All right.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
Introduce yourself.
Oh yeah, I'm Licky Bear. I am a projectile DPS for Johnny's Dream Team.
Oh, I am also projectile DPS.
And you're both team leads.
Slash hit.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm also
Alongside
slashing
Cedar
Sam.
Tree.
We have this. We have the same role.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. So
All right.
obviously, y'all's record has been very strong. Listen, man, I'm from Alabama. Okay. Y'all's record this stage has been very strong. What have y'all been doing to keep that record going and to keep that undefeated stage going?
Well, we've pretty much just been like a team that's played together a lot. Like we've been friends for a long time, and we just decided to join a league. So we already had a lot of synergy like going into this. I think that's something that we had the advantage over a lot of teams. So like to practice for individual maps, we were really just trying to play the meta depending on what maps we have really good coordination with our halt hooks. So I think that's really just been the thing that propelled us.
Right.
True.
Right.
True.
True. 5
And what are y'all doing? Looking forward to this match against Winter Solstice. You know, a team that a lot of us on the podcast are really high on. From what we've seen of them, obviously we didn't see anything from them last week because of the forfeit. But
Mhm.
is there anything y'all are doing to prepare specifically for their team, or are y'all just looking forward to the tournament as a general?
Well, hopefully we're looking to have enough players to even play
Yeah.
the match.
Yeah, a lot of people in our group have started college, so it's kind of hard for us to get people to at the moment.
Yeah, we haven't scrimmed in a while, so we'll see. Probably gonna do same thing we've always done.
Yeah, just win,
Just
walk
win.
in, kill 6 people, and
Yeah.
That sounds like a formula to win.
yeah.
As much as I know about it, I guess.
I don't know, man. I see some plot holes inside Johnny's Dream Team right here. I think Winter Solstice might win. Ooh.
Maybe.
I'm excited.
Maybe 4. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm excited, dude. Okay. So, do you guys know anything about Winter Solstice? I personally do not know much about their lower ranked team, which is the team that you guys are versing. I've seen some of their their newly formed 4.4K team. But what are you guys doing? Have you guys done any scouting and analysis? Oh, anything like that?
Nope.
Simple answer. All right. Understandable. So, are you guys confident enough that you come on here with just pure mechanics and just roll?
Yeah, it should be pretty easy.
Yikes, dude. Okay.
Wow.
Lots of confidence here.
Chill out. Chill
Y'all-
out,
I-
dude.
I guess y'all are
3-1 stage by the way.
No.
We're probably just gonna lose payload and then just win.
So from what I can tell,
Pretty
y'all
much
are a
what
lot
happens.
like your OCC to counterparts, where you're just,
Just win,
Just win.
forehead.
just win forehead. Yeah.
Seems I don't know, man. I'm seeing this mindset from these top teams in these leagues, and you have all these other leagues that are like analyzing and thinking too hard. But you got the top teams. You're like, just win forehead. I think I found the trick, guys.
Yeah.
No, I mean, in all honesty, like we've had a lot of people on our team like go in and really analyze like what we would do for individual maps. Recently, we haven't really had the time to do that with a lot of people's schedules. So our plan specifically for this match is just kind of wing it. So
Nah, we usually scout the other teams beforehand, but I just haven't had time.
All right. Well, is there anything else you want to say, either in chat or questions you have, or questions either of my counterparts have for you guys?
Can we release Week 5 Media Day highlights?
True.
That would be nice. That would be very nice.
Go spam Pink Lumber and spam his DMs, please.
Okay.
Don't actually do that. You can spam Pimo once. I'll only once.
It's not spam. It's just one time.
Exactly.
All
Unlucky.
right. Thanks for having me on
Yeah,
again.
yeah. Thanks for having me.
Yep.
Best of luck.
Best
Thanks.
of luck indeed. Alright, so no more players from any other team aside the championship division is ready to do the interviews. So we're also going to proceed on now to the playoff predictions. Gio is currently gone though, so we're not going to do that with him. He said he's going to be right back. Who knows why? Gentlemen though versus you guys having fun looking at Oedipus?
Yeah.
Y'all are good. Y'all are good now.
You guys are good to go.
Yeah. I mean, can I stay?
I guess for the rest of the championship, but then you gotta leave. Okay. Just to replace Gio because he's not here. That's the only reason. So, Gentlemen versus Hellhounds. Predictions, Mr. Licky. Interesting. I agree with that.
I had to unmute my mic, man. I think Ungentleman will win.
Yeah. Does
think Ungentleman
Hellhounds
will
have
win.
a chance?
If they don't constantly swap the roster, probably. Yeah, I can see
I'm in
it.
the same boat on Gentlemen winning this. I don't think Hanamura Hellhounds stand much of a chance going into this. So, on Gentlemen versus Dream Team matchup in an ideal situation here of predictions, I guess, because I assume you're gonna vote for yourself, Dream Team. I also, I'm very in between Dream Team and Ultra Solstice here, man. It hurts me to choose either way. But
I haven't seen enough of either team to make it an educated guess there.
yeah, me too. But for this specific situation, although overall I'm going to be rooting for Winter Solstice, kind of like a situation with Leviathans. I hope that they win, but I'm not real sure. If you guys show up and you are there, I think Dream Team wins. But nonetheless, let's propose Dream Team wins. Ungentleman wins. We already have Lucky Bear here, so let's talk a little bit. How you guys confident going into Ungentleman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we learned enough from our last match that we can get a 3-0 again.
It would be a 4-0 if it's in the finals.
Oh, is it a 4-0? Yeah. Well, we'll see about payload, but
unlucky.
It shouldn't be too difficult, I don't think.
All right.
All right. Well, that's predictions.
So not only saying y'all are gonna beat them, but you're saying it's gonna be a 4-0. That is.
That's quite a big proposal you got going on.
I mean, it might be 4-1. It might be 4-1.
Yep. Okay. All right. TK, do you can't agree with those predictions though?
Gosh. I think that Dream Team takes it. I don't think it's going to be as ambitious as a 4-0 or 4-1. I think it'll be close. Hell, it might go to it's first to 4, so right, so it might go to 7 maps.
All right.
I'm always one for a long series.
All right. So that's it for championship, I assume, unless you got something else to say, TK.
No, I think that's all. That's all I have to say.
All right, cool. So, bye,
Thank you
Licky. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
All right, so now we will be moving on to Premier League, my favorite league, of course. All right, so we'll go ahead and talk about what happened. Wait, Dirt versus Illusions. We're gonna bring them in already, so because we have people ready for Dirt. We're gonna mention real quick. Exodus did have to forfeit against Messengers. Messengers takes that win and moves up to the spot to verse Team Erie. Other than that,
hey, Ferd, you see how the score there is 2-0, not 3-0?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a throwback to earlier. They didn't forfeit. I refuse.
I know they forfeited. I know they
Alright,
did.
whatever.
I know.
Whatever.
I have the news. So, in conclusion, no real matches here were played. Quite yet. So we're gonna go ahead and start moving in players from Dirt.
Jack, no.
Oh, you're in the podcast. Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome. We're moving everybody in.
Ball one.
Hello.
Hello.
You and okay, hi.
Hello.
Hello?
Oh,
So-
hello.
Yeah, you guys were in there for quite a while.
Yeah.
We're just kind of chilling.
Yeah. So you guys will go. Yeah, go on and introduce yourselves.
Do you want like? Well, I'm Mr. Baby. I'm the main tank or Arissa slave, whichever you want.
I'm Fredo.
For Dirt.
All right.
I am Jack. I'm the off tank for Dirt.
And I'm the flex support.
I'm Hitscan. Even though I don't get to play Hitscan no more.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Reaper's a hit scan.
You're not wrong.
Cool.
He's not a fun hit.
So let's get some explaining. Dirt versus Illusions. What's going on with that? Why is there no submissions?
Illusion disbanded.
So it's a 2-0 forfeit. Okay.
Yeah.
Easy.
So yeah, it's not actually updated on the sheet thing you guys can see, but Dirt versus Illusion Gaming, Dirt will take that 2-0. So no, as I said before, no matches are played for Premier. Anyways, I guess the only thing to talk about is Ragnar versus Dirt. What's up with that?
Oh boy.
Well,
I'm gonna let
Ferd cannot speak for this section. Go ahead, guys.
Okay.
I'll mute myself.
What's the question?
So we're talking about Ragnarok versus.
Yeah, Dirt
Next week.
versus Ragnarok. How are y'all feeling? Like, what are y'all doing to prepare? Without giving away strats, of course, but y'all
Just scrimming a lot.
We're trying to get good at this new weird Orisa, like double shield meta, and at the same time, kind of trying to figure out ways to break it.
Yeah, that's the only problem is I think
and we're not even allowed to. No, we can't even play. We can't play double shield yet. Can
I think the first time we played him.
Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind.
We were just getting used to the new 222, right? And then their wacky comp just kind of threw us for serious
Yeah, the first
issues trying to counter it. Yeah, it was
first match we played in 222 and in this Premier division was against that one. What was that team? The one that plays the
Ragnarok.
I think that was Ragnarok.
Oh, Ragnarok. Do you guys play the split 3-3 dive?
Ballarissa.
Yeah.
Ballarissa, Doom, Sombra. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. That's pretty
I wish
sweet.
my team let me be free and play Hammond. That'd be kind of cool.
Just do it. Just do it.
I wouldn't play Hammond. You
I
play
would love
Orisa.
to. No. Let me play.
Okay, if you can get good at coordinating dives with your DPS, you can play Hammond.
I can't do that. All right.
So you guys aren't really preparing much for this match then.
Well, I think we are. You know.
If you're
as much as
playing
we
Sigma, it is not really preparing directly to the match.
Okay, well, we're preparing for every other league and probably looking more towards the future. You know, it's like when a lot of the tournaments were still allowing goats when we knew 222 lock was coming in. There's no point of continuing to try and run goats when we're looking forwards into what's going to happen. Yeah, because it's what's going to be meta. Why would we waste time practicing something for what? So let's say we beat Ragnarok. We beat by some fucking miracle. Wait, sorry. Can I swear? I'm sorry. Can I swear?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, if we beat Ragnarok and we beat the next round, is that finals then, or is this semis? I don't know.
If you beat Ragnarok, you go straight to finals.
Yeah, so if we win this and then win finals, I mean we'd be using 2 weeks of practice for that.
In a meta that we're not familiar with.
And that we're not going to be using anymore. So we might as well just look forwards to the future.
So y'all are looking more towards stage 3 than these 5.
Why meta slaves though?
Yeah.
Why Metaslave?
Yeah.
Because I like winning Smile. I don't like this game.
Hey.
I just like being better than the enemy team.
I mean, we've never ran meta in our entire life, Ragnarok, and we haven't lost anything, so meta doesn't always mean you're gonna win.
I think there's a certain point, there's some players that are good enough to break meta, but you're going to reach a certain level where no matter how good you are at a certain hero or a certain comp, you won't win because the heroes they're running are simply better.
Okay, what about Clockwork Vendetta?
I think we really
They
eventually
out.
lost. They lost eventually because no matter how good they were, they got beat out by Paris Eternal Academy team.
They beat Paris Eternal Academy.
They beat.
Well, they also. Oh well, it was okay.
It was
but
different.
Essentially, they found out. Wait, what team was it then? They lost to one of the academy teams. That's all I know. We faced that pretty early with Omega's or Pradith's Widow. He was really good at it in our division, and then we hit Premier, and he was going up against GM Widows, and still performing well because he pops.
I made Josh Key switch off. Okay.
Yeah, he still pops, but we don't have that same level that we used to have. So it's like at a certain point you have to go with what heroes are better than what you're best at. Because if it's what we're best at, I'm on Hammond. We have Jack on, Diva, a Widow, an Ana, a Lucio, and a Doomfist.
That's actually not a bad comp.
That's not a bad comp.
Yeah, it's not a bad comp.
All right, forget you heard that.
Yeah, when I run.
Wait.
It's just there's a certain point where we will not be good enough, and we don't want to form those bad habits. And I'm not saying what you guys are doing are bad habits, but
losing with a comfort pick is so tilting.
Yeah,
we can't afford to tilt that hard, but we don't want to tilt that hard.
But if you play a character enough, it eventually comes a comfort pick, and then you just got yourself in a dilemma. What happens then?
Well, see, I'd play nothing but Orisa, and Orisa's my comfort pick. So I'm just in the constant state of being a little angry. So, I think that it's really fun, and you can do it at this level of just playing whatever hero you kind of want to play, and you're able to make it work if you're good enough. It's just, I don't know. We like doing comps. We like playing what's I guess you could say meta. And just knowing we're better at the enemy team than it.
Okay, I can see that. You're running meta, you're most likely reversing meta. You're better than your team because you can beat them at meta. So maybe we'll run meta right back at you guys and then beat you with that.
No, please don't.
Red hair feminist in chat says, "I'm rooting for Dirt because of their name." So there you go. Y'all got a fan.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Do you guys think you have a chance against Ragnarok, or are you guys kind of?
We have a chance to take at least a map.
Yeah.
We can take at least 1 point in King of the Hill. And God damn it, that's all we need. I'll consider that a W. No, I think we've been in the meta for a while. I think our we actually got our stuff together and practiced and got our lineup finally set to go. So I think I'm not predicting anything. I'm not saying we're gonna 4-0, but I think we do. I think it'll be a much better game than it was last time for sure.
I wasn't there last game.
Yeah, I want to show that we actually belong in this division because I think we really do.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, let me ask this. So you guys beat Ragnarok. Okay.
Hypothetically, yeah.
And some alternate dimension, alright?
Yeah.
So you guys beat Ragnarok, and you're versing Messengers of Teamiri. Do you think at this point, if it were me, and I'm kind of in your mindset, right? And I'm thinking, hey, we just want to kind of run meta. We're practicing the new meta versus Sigma. But you guys beat Ragnarok, and you're like, wait a minute. We have a chance to get first place in this division. Would you guys as a team kind of switch back to try and focus on the meta in OCC? where you guys can get a first place underneath your belt, or what's kind of thought process there?
One, I think we haven't even thought that far ahead. I mean, right now we're just like, if we beat Ragnarok, I don't. Once again, I think we look at things as a whole. I don't think we really focus in on individual matches, be it what they are. Even if it's a championship, I think we're like, we still want to practice what we need to do, and I for one am a firm believer in no matter what we're doing, we want to do what's, I guess, meta.
Right.
I am a meta slave. I climbed 600. I started playing nothing but Ursa, and now I'm here.
Well, if I saw that in my comp games, I'd laugh my ass off. I'm not gonna lie. There's just this random Orisa one trick to climb 600 SR.
Listen, okay. Season 16, I was like 35, 3600, and then Ursa Hog became meta, and I'm not good. I'm like, my mechanics aren't great because I have a really bad shoulder. It makes it really hard to aim. But my brain is massive. So I have my pulls are really good. So I like,
and you roast hogs when
I'm
when
better than everyone. No,
you make fun of hogs that use their hook too early.
Actually, yeah, I never asked this. What did you guys' averages are?
So what, we have 2 GMs, 2 masters.
I think we agreed on 3600.
We're 36 or 3500.
Oh.
Yeah, we're actually not we're not a GM team, believe it or not. It was kind of a surprise to us, but
what
we're
rank are
definitely
you,
up for the
Mr.
challenge.
Baby?
I am 4158 on my main. And yeah, I know, pretty big. I'm not playing comp ever again.
Dude, I haven't even done my placements.
Well, I just don't.
Is that
I just don't feel
allowed?
the need.
Finished mine.
Double shield, as much as like we play it and run it in scrims, it's fun then. But I just don't want to do it in comp.
It's just
not,
hard.
like,
It's hard on the eyes, honestly.
my God, let me find it. Let me look at my barrier damage per 10 minutes, because I think it's like literally
Double
15,
barrier.
I think it's literally 15k.
Oh yeah, we've had scrim
blocks.
blocks. We've had scrims where at the end of the scrim, Mr. Baby has like 50k damage blocked as Orisa.
Yeah, it's so let's see. Per 10 minutes, right now, I am doing 17k barrier damage done per 10 minutes. Because I just AFK and I shoot shields, and that's not fun to me anymore, so I kind of sit and wait. Yeah.
I am being yelled at to wrap it up, so...
Okay.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming in. It was nice talking to ya. Yeah.
Anytime. Yeah.
Are you guys planning on staying in OCC? Or...
I have no clue.
Alright. Because, like, from what you guys were talking about, how you were speaking, it kind of sounds like you guys are gonna leave, and I'm gonna cry if you do. Honestly.
I don't know why we'd leave.
No, yeah, no.
No, when we say looking ahead, I think we mean to stage 3. I don't think we mean to future tournaments. I mean, we
And looking ahead to the future meta.
Yeah.
We've always been in like 3 tournaments at a time, you know.
But this is our favorite, Smile.
It is, because it's the most well put together. It has the
Yeah.
best staff.
Yeah. Steve's kind of cute.
Steve is kind of cute, dude.
Well,
I'm sorry, guys. Just take it already.
Thank you guys for
That doesn't mean anything.
coming on.
Anytime.
World challenge.
It was a pleasure talking to y'all, and I wish you luck, even if y'all aren't necessarily looking forward to this. Wish y'all luck.
Thank you.
Ragnarok.
Me too. Okay.
You too, Ferd. I wish you luck too.
just
Stop making
Hey,
fun of me, chat.
I gotta talk.
Yo.
So, interview me.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. Once.
Okay, you guys are free to leave.
Alrighty. See ya.
Will you get mad if I teabag you?
Can we get?
Yes.
Can we get only? me
No,
and-
I'll
me,
accept it.
Joshua and your widow.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you.
You don't want that.
Hey, we worked on Havana last time. Okay.
Yeah, last time on Havana, we haven't played in like a week, and he wasn't warmed
That's
up.
okay. That's okay.
Dude, the guy's
See
nuts.
you guys.
I'm telling you. Do not try and warm me on that. He is nuts. He makes me want to cry at night,
Alright.
dude.
So, Ferd, team lead for Ragnarok. What are y'all doing to prepare for this match? And
We haven't scrimmed in a week. So nothing.
That sounds like great preparation. Oh.
So we're gonna start scrimming tomorrow. We're gonna get like we're gonna they're all bullying you, dude. Unlucky. We're gonna get like 2 scrims. We're not gonna prepare very much because can I be a tiny bit toxic?
Sure.
Okay, so like our mindset was we didn't have a game this week because we had to buy, obviously, right? So we're like, okay, we don't need to scrim, and we don't need to scrim either, anyways, because this next match is gonna be easy 4-0. So, or easy 3-0. Excuse my language. So it's, in my opinion, like. We didn't need to prepare for this. We're mainly focused, if we're going to prepare for anybody, it's going to be Erie Panthers, because they're the only people in this league that stand a chance. And that kind of showed. They were the only team that took away a map, which we were at an unfair disadvantage, that map. So are they. But I'm excited for Erie Panthers match still. Erie. They were called Erie Panthers, and they're just Erie now, and I don't know why. And
obviously, we've been saying this the entire time that we've been doing this podcast, but we've known that it's going to be Ragnarok and Erie at the end. It's not even worth making, as much as I do like Messengers, it's not going to be worth even talking about Erie versus Messengers. We might as well just move on to the Ragnarok.
Oh my god.
Mr. Baby wants to.
Mr. Baby wants to come back and chat, but
we're gonna say yes. What's up, Mr. Baby?
No, we've already spent.
You know what? You know what?
Alright, so Erie Panthers versus Ragnarok. We're gonna go and move on to that match, because as we said before, and everybody else agrees, it's gonna be one-sided. And not one-sided, it's gonna be one-sided for the rest of these matches, leading up to Erie Panthers versus Ragnarok. This is the main event premiere. Right? Everybody kind of realizes this that has watched premiere. Now, what's your guys' thoughts on that match?
Well, from what we talked about before playoffs even happened, the Erie versus Ragnarok before playoffs even happened, neither team gave away any kind of strats because they knew what was going to happen in these playoffs. You know, Ragnarok and Erie were going to run the tables. And it was going to be them in the finals. So, like, I don't know. It's just like neither team has shown strats. Neither team has like shown what they're capable of against the other, and neither team has had to really stress themselves against the other or against any of the league, I guess. So it's been Ragnarok getting those 4-0s, Erie getting those 4-1s, 4-0s, 3-1s, etc., etc., etc. And Mr. Baby says, "Well, we aren't thinking about you either." So I do think it's a close match. Obviously, y'all took the win during the regular season. What are you guys doing to prepare for this finals match?
Stop it right here. That it's happened yet.
We're not going to prepare for them individually. We're just going to keep on running our strat. There's not going to be any individual preparing for them. It's just kind of the same thing Dream Team said.
Oh, yeah, like from before, like they just practice their own strategy and dominate with that.
Yeah, we just dominate with our strategy, and that team's a lot of fun. I really enjoy that team, and as a team, okay, so this isn't really like talking about this, but I kind of want to talk about teams in general right here, because Team Ragnarok, we are all really good friends. Okay, no matter, we've had some close matches and scrims and all this stuff, but throughout all of these scrims and everything, we've been laughing our asses off the entire time. Okay, it's never been but there's never had a match together where we're sitting here really tryharding. And I don't say that in a bad way. I say that in a way of we are all having fun, we're all laughing, we're not sitting here sweating and getting tilted from losing. And I think that's very good to have as a team, is to be able to have this confidence. And even though if a team wants to sit there and try hard, I always think in a team it's always more important to be friends together and be able to laugh together during these, like, even if you lose. Ragnarok's going to be versing Team Yuri, which is going to be a hard team to beat. We're going to be versing a lot of hard tournaments, hard teams in the future tourneys that we face. And at some point, we're going to lose. We're going to get our ass beat. That's going to happen. But I truly believe, like, as a team, we're going to be able to sit there and laugh and have fun during this. And as a team, that's very important because we're not going to sit there and tilt. And I think that's something throughout all these playoffs that teams can definitely learn from other teams like that do this. Because you look at Johnny's Dream Team, you look at Ragnarok, you look at DreamWorks, all of them came in here kind of laughing, kind of memeing around, saying just win for it. But that's because as a team mindset, they're sitting here not trying. They're rather having fun as a team and being friends. And that's what's winning them these games. Like there's an obvious pattern here that goes through at the top teams in each league. And I think that lower teams kind of realize that in a way and try to kind of take it a little bit easy.
Mm-hmm.
So you think the main strat, the key to it,
the Ragnarok strat is to have fun, dude. The Ragnarok strat is not a race of ball; it's to have fun.
So it's basically just win forehead and don't tilt forehead, something like that.
Just have fun forehead.
I mean, we had this one game, this one scrim where we didn't say anything else but the word "who" the entire time, and we still won because we were sitting there having fun and laughing the entire time. Like there were some times where too much laughing because, like, I remember this one scrim, we were all laughing to the point where we were crying and we just couldn't play the game anymore. So there's a certain limit where you can't, but yeah.
Echo says nobody wants to hear your stories, Ferd.
Hey, I'm not saying these stories for nobody. I'm saying these stories as like a pattern within these top tier teams, and I think other teams will learn from them. It's learning experience.
Definitely something that you notice, like you're saying, you notice a pattern. People play better when they're in a better mood. You can't go into a match tilted. You can't go into a match, like anxious and nervous and like, all tight, all like, yeah, tight sword, I guess. You can't go into a match like that and expect to play when you're constantly anxious. Like going into a match loose, going into a match, like happy, smiling. It's like it definitely has a like
being bullied so much.
You are so being bullied. They're so tired of hearing you. It definitely affects your gameplay. And
Yeah.
I guess it's pro strats right here from Fertilance Ragnarok. Just win for it.
It's like, I'm not gonna get too much into it, but like there's a lot of research you can do with like psychology and stuff where.
Oh yeah. And
gaming. I'm not talking about you have to go take a psychology class. I'm talking there's specific articles for psychology within gaming that kind of goes over this. The more fun you're having as a team, the more fun you have outside of the team, the more fun, like, if I were to run a team personally, I would specialize a specific night where my team can just go play Minecraft. And they have fun together, they go a bond, and that's way more important than anything. I don't think there's an importance of sitting there having to try hard. I think it's more important just to sit there, have fun and stuff,
Right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's absolutely. It goes like Dream Team already has Minecraft nights. A lot of teams have Minecraft nights. That's a thing. That's why I bring it up. Is because teams do this. DreamWorks. You kind of see the pattern here. Dream Team, Minecraft nights. They'll have fun. Team, you want to win games? Play Minecraft. I don't know, man.
I mean, it makes sense. This is what Sham said when he was on here. It's like getting those nights where you could just chill out and play whatever. You don't always have to play Overwatch and grind the game. Like grinding, it's fine, sure, but there's a reason a lot of streamers have been playing Minecraft and other games in their free time between queues.
Oh, yeah.
So, I don't know.
I don't know, man.
All right. Well, is there anything else we want to say about playoffs?
Yeah, there is one more. We have another bracket, and that is for relegation playoffs. We're gonna go over these real quick, though.
Playoffs, that's right.
Steve's favorite part. So we don't have any teams to bring in here, though.
Of course, Ohio Warriors, I guess, has. Wait, why are we in? We're starting in championship. The champion.
Yeah, this is the only this is the only relegation playoff I have.
Yes, you should do weekly matchups. That sounds like a good idea.
We don't have the thing. We already talked about weekly matchups.
Just talking to Echo in chat. Sorry.
Okay. I thought he said you should probably do weekly matchups. Not I should do. All right.
So, Reload University versus Ohio Warriors. I'm assuming Ohio Warriors, did they end up forfeiting that match, or did they actually play it out? Because I know they've had a problem with.
I have no idea what happens here. Let me go look at the match submissions real quick. I can see that because I'm fancy.
I wish I could. TK don't have perms.
Unlucky. All right, so yeah, Reload University wins against Ohio Warriors 2-0 due to forfeit.
Unfortunate. And Missouri Valley versus Fight Ramen.
Yeah, and Missouri Valley versus Right Ramen. Titans won by default, so they must have forfeited too.
Unfortunate.
So forfeits all around.
Yeah, really, like from what we've seen this week, it doesn't look like any of these matches were close. Like any of the matches played this week, they were all forfeits, 3-0s. I don't think the losing side in any match got a win. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe everything was a sweep or a forfeit.
Can go look throughout these other matches. 3-0, 3-0, 2-0, 0-3. I think you're correct there.
Wow.
There was not a single match that was not one-sided.
Wow, interesting. Anyway, looking at this relegation, we have Reload versus Fight Ramen. Who takes that?
I'm gonna go with Fight Ramen. We talked about it before last podcast, but Fight Ramen has a lot of talent mechanically. They are not very good as a team, and that's what just gonna carry them throughout this. Reload University, I believe, this is purely based off memory, not the actual stats, but they have been pretty bad throughout the season, if I remember.
Yeah, there's a reason they're in relegation.
Yeah, obviously, but like there's the shiners. Like they've been below the below. If I remember correctly, didn't they? Let me go and look it up on the. I don't know. It doesn't matter though. Nonetheless, my opinion here: Titans takes over Reload.
So you think that how does it work? It's Warriors, Missouri, and the loser of the Fight Ramens versus Reload drops into OCC 1, right?
Yeah, this is battling to stay inside championship.
That's right. So you think Fight Ramen stays in championship league?
Yeah, I think so. I think this would be good for Fight Ramen as well.
Because as Steve has said before, he gave Fight Ramen they won by default in the relegation last stage.
They've just been kind of in between these two stages, Championship and OCC 1. And now that these top competitors in a Championship like Hanamura or Ungentleman and Dream Team are all kind of moving up to Premier. A lot of these huge names within Championship are moving up, and Vite Ramen has a chance here to kind of show their strength coming into Stage 3. Who knows? They might have a Sigma one trick up their sleeves. Nobody knows. Stage 3 is a complete mystery. But for teams, because you can have some random team that was an underdog last season during this stage that just pops off Stage 3 because they're so good at this new comp. Because despite them being both bunker oriented, and you had the Orisa Hog, Orisa Diva meta previously during OCC Stage 2, moving into OCC Stage 3, you have the Orisa Sigma, which you can think this is a similar dynamic of play, but it's not. There's a much different play style. So, going into Stage 3, it's just kind of a mystery. You don't really know what to expect from teams.
Right. Well, this is a perfect way to segment into our next, our next segment, talking about Stage 3. Yes, it's a mystery, but do we have any kind of predictions? And also, as a little kind of segue, Braun13S in chat says, if Ramen wins, I quit Overwatch to become a Minecraft player.
I'll join you in that, Chief. Oh, Stage 3. There's a lot of stuff going on here, and I think despite how well organized this community is, I think this is where you're going to kind of see some issues within this community cup going into Stage 3. Not because the setup is wrong, I think it's because of the lack of teams that we have within OCC. I think that's going to shine as an issue here going in Stage 3. Because you're going to have... You talk about Hanamura Hellhounds, the 3.3k, 3.2k team, somewhere around there, being in Premier League, they're going to get demolished by these top tier teams. And although they're going to have these other teams like Ungentleman or Johnny's to compete with, or Winter Solstice to compete with, whoever wins those, there's just a complete mystery kind of going on here with who could actually there's such a skill gap between some of these lower tier teams and these higher tier teams within a single division. It's gonna kind of be, in my opinion, two separate divisions going on within one division, where you're gonna see a game with, just as an example, Hanamura Hellhounds versus Erie Panthers, one of these higher tier teams versus the lower tier teams within the division, and you're just not going to pay attention to it because you realize Erie Panthers is almost 1,000 best are above them. They're not going to stand a chance. It's just, I don't care how good of a team you are, 1,000 SR difference is huge. And pure mechanics can win you that from Erie Panthers. You don't even have to try as a game sense. You can probably not communicate and still be able to beat a team 1,000 SR lower than you. Not saying or throwing any type of shade to Hanamura Hellhounds, but just from
it's just the facts.
I think you're going to have two separate divisions within a single division going into Stage 3, where you're not going to pay attention to some games. With some games you're going to want to pay attention to, but some games are just going to be so one-sided you just don't care.
Right. So you think it's just going to come down to if these lower SR teams can get the right matchups, can manage to play mediocre in this. Of course, you have the example we had was Championship into Premier, but even looking towards OCC 2 to OCC 1, you have. I actually don't think that's as much of a mismatch because we have Yeah, never mind. Forget I said that. But where was I going? Train of thought lost. Anyway, do you think that there'll have to be 5 divisions by the end of either by season 2 or by the end of Stage 4?
I definitely agree with 5 divisions, and I've even brought it up to some of the staff members. But the issue is, and they've always retaliated with this, and I completely agree with it, And this is why I've never tried to press anything, is because we just do not have enough teams to create a fifth division currently. You already have Premier, which currently only has 6 teams within it, which is the least, and then you have OCC 2, which only has 5. You have all these OCC 2, for example. That's the least amount of players within the division right now, and you split these off even more, they're going to be even more split. It's not going to work out currently. We need more teams within the league if we're going to try and do anything like that. And there's nothing wrong with the setup of the server of the cup. Like, this Community Cup is probably one of the best setup tournaments I've ever seen. But the issue comes down to the teams that are lacking.
Bronze says, should change the way promotion works. Maybe stage 2 and so maybe you promote 2, 3 teams. Is it 3 teams? Yeah, you promote 3 teams every 2 stages.
I kind of think what kind of happened here, and maybe some thought process going through the staff's mind with the way that they set this up, is they gained so many new teams going into OCC 2 that I think they kind of expected this OCC Stage 2. I think they kind of expected a similar thing to happen going into Stage 3, where they've had enough teams, where they would have enough teams where they could create a new division, or they could even this out properly. But that didn't work out for them. As far as I know, not many new teams have been coming into this cup versus what happened from between OCC Stage 1 and Stage 2. So I think going into Stage 3, there will be a lot more preparation and kind of knowledge that they're gonna learn from what happened here, that they're gonna try to apply and fix for Stage 4. I think Stage 3 might be just a rough season, or a rough stage for OCC in terms of balance within divisions. I'm not saying there's gonna be no chance for teams, because you can also point at the fact that a team like Hanamura Hellhounds, I forgot actually which team it was that said this, but they said that they learned the best from playing, I think it was DreamWorks, I believe. They said that they learned the best from playing against higher tier teams. So you may have a situation where some of the underdogs like Hanamura Hellhounds, which are a very talented and intelligent team, that come into this and they see Erie Panthers, they start kind of realizing this as an opponent, because before they didn't have to worry about a team like that. They didn't have to worry about a 1,000 SR gap, but now they do. So they're gonna probably have to start analyzing a lot more, and I think as a team they're gonna grow a lot more. Not to a point where they'll be able to beat them, but to a point where they kind of will possibly earn them a spot in Premier.
So you're thinking like this, like you said before, this is going to be a rough stage for OCC in general.
I think so.
As the tournament goes forward, these teams that as of right now probably do not belong in these divisions will slowly begin to find their spot and find their groove and be able to hang with some of these the team Eries, like the Johnny Stream teams and stuff.
I think OCC 3 is just going to be a rough stage, but then OCC 4 comes around, it's going to be awesome. I think I have a lot of hype and hope for stage 4, and it's far away. I realize this, but you have to kind of realize and think about the future at this very moment. OCC stage 3 could be fine. We don't know, but just from looking at it and from just my personal point of view, I don't think it's going to work out at least nearly as well as OCC Stage 2 did. Although there was some one-sided within divisions, I think it's going to be a lot worse going to OCC Stage 3. But yeah, I definitely don't see a for sure sign here that it's going to be super scuffed or anything. It's just kind of a prediction. So I don't get the idea of OCC Stage 3, we better drop out because it's going to be garbage. I think Stage 3, if we don't have teams and it's going to be even more scuffed at that point. And I think if we have teams stay, it's not going to be nearly as scuffed as it could potentially get. The more teams we have, the better it's going to be for everybody.
Definitely. Is there anything else we want to say, or are we ready to wrap things up?
I think we're good. I don't think we can talk about much or anything else. Exciting matches coming up, for sure. Especially for championship. Oh yeah, some very exciting matches going on there. So stay tuned and I'll be able to see what happens next week in the podcast. To get some confirmation on matches and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Other than that, I think we're gonna go ahead and sign off. Thank you.
For tuning in. I'll be back next week to talk about Oh Gosh versus DreamWorks. In the meantime, take it easy.
Yeah. Later, guys. Thank you all for coming in.